So the first thing that we've got to understand in our textbook, example number 1, it's a little bit of review from chapter 1. If I have a box, right? If I draw a box, a three-dimensional box, and this is not always easy to draw. Okay, and I have this point here, so this is A, this is B, and as I'm drawing this, you guys should be drawing it too. D, E, and then this point here is F, and this is H, and this is G. First thing I want to know is, when I draw two lines up and down like that, that really means parallel to line segment AB. And so AB is from here to here. So now that means we got to bounce back and define what is parallel. Well, parallel means that it does not intersect and is coplanar. So parallel, by definition, does not intersect and is coplanar. Okay? So it has to share a plane with something. Now AB is actually trapped in two planes. Do you guys see that? Okay? And so, let's start with the top of the box. What line segment is parallel to AB that's on the top of the box? DC. So I would write AB is parallel to DC. Okay? Now the reason I know that the line segment is in two planes, because we said this a long time ago in chapter 1, that when you intersect two planes, the intersection is a line, right? So we have a line segment, we're kind of thinking backwards on that. So think of the left side of the box. What line segment is parallel to AB? Yes?
EF.
EF or FE. Now, does it matter if I use EF or FE? Which one just seems more right?
EF.
EF, right? Yeah. So I would say AB is parallel to EF. Good. I'm glad you guys figured out that EF might be a better way to represent that. So what I'm saying is DC is parallel to this because it's in this top part of the box plane, and EF is also parallel because it's on that left side of the box plane. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, cool. Now the next question was, oh, you know what though? I don't know if you guys remember this or not. There's another plane there. Right? Do you guys remember? We could think of...
What's a plane B? A, B, H.
Yeah, it would be HG. Do you remember a long time ago in chapter 1 we said that you could think of a plane like this? That goes from here to here like a diagonal plane? So we could say, technically we could say that HG is parallel to it too. That one's a little harder. Even that one, Mr. Adams kind of overlooked. All right, so now it says, which angles skew CD? So let's talk about that. So the next question that we're asked is, what skews CD? Uh-oh, well, what do we need to know? We need to, bless you. We need to know what skew means. So skews are non-coplanar and they're not parallel and they don't intersect. Oh, that's a mouthful. So skew does not, 1, intersect, 2, not coplanar, 3, it's not coplanar, does not intersect, and is not parallel. All right, so we're looking at CD. So basically, we're looking for lines that have nothing to do with CD. They're not in a plane, right? They're not in a plane. They don't intersect, right? And they're not coplanar. Which means that they're not parallel either, right? Because for it to be parallel, they'd have to be coplanar.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got to look at that. Well, if this is CD, right, does BF intersect it? No. Is it in the same plane? No. Is it parallel? No. All right, good. BF is 1. All right. Let's think of another one that's similar to that. DH intersects, right? CG intersects. DH is parallel. AB is parallel. EF is technically parallel. Oh, what about AE? Would AE work? All right. All right. Are there any others that you guys can think of?
Like CH. It's not parallel.
CG, you said?
No, EH.
CG intersects. EH. What about EH? Oh yeah, EH isn't parallel and it doesn't intersect, so EH is 1.
Wait, but doesn't that show
And no, it doesn't share the same plane at all.
Oh, just because that
Uh-uh.
even though
EF does. If we did the diagonal, EF would be in the same plane, right? If we had that diagonal plane, right? FG. Oh yeah, on the opposite side of that, FG. I think that's all of them, right? Good. And good. Okay, cool. Now, if parallel lines don't intersect and they're coplanar, what would we know about parallel planes? So I'm going to scroll up just a little bit here. What do we know about parallel planes? Well, parallel planes don't intersect. Well, let's label a plane and then see what's parallel to it. So, for example, and I'm just going to do one. There's multiple ones. This plane right here at the top of the box would be plane ABCD, right? So I could say plane, and we just write out the word plane. A, B, C, D. What's that parallel to? Well, it intersects D, C, G, H, and on the other side it intersects. So what? And the diagonals intersect. So there's really only one plane that's parallel with that. And what is it?
Plane EFGH.
Yep, EFGH, right here. That plane right there. Right? So we'll write that down as parallel. EFGH. All right. So actually there's like 3 sets of parallel planes when you think about it, right? Because there's 6 sides to the box and they're all parallel. What's another set? Yes.
ADEH is parallel to BCFG.
ADCH.
EH.
Oh, yeah, the front of the box, right? So she's saying that the front of this box from here to here to here is parallel with the back of the box. Right? Okay? So that's correct. Now, what I liked about your textbook is when it defined those, it only used 3 points instead of the 4, right? Because by definition, we could define a plane by 3 points. Right? So, but I like to mention all 4. Okay, good. And then there are segments that are parallel to the plane.
I'm trying to scroll down.